Okay, attention, this will be our last lesson on trigonometry, and I need us to add at least one extra example into our notes. Okay, so I'm on page 80. Open up your notes at page 80, and then we already have example 3 there filled in. So we're going to do this new example. So pause this, get that drawn down, and then we'll start to work through it. Okay, so say this question was asking us to find this unknown side P, then same as always, whenever we are starting these questions, label the sides of the triangle. So this one is the hypotenuse. This one is opposite the angle that we've been given, so this is the opposite. And then this one is the adjacent, so it's the one that's beside the angle that isn't the hypotenuse. Or just the one that's left. So always label the opposite and hypotenuse first. Then, to figure out what rule we're going to use, SOHCAHTOA. Okay, so we're having to find P, which is the hypotenuse, and we've been given A. So we need to be using something that links A and H, which is cos. So cos theta equals A over H. Start off by writing out your rule. Then fill in any of the values you know. So we know cos theta is 75 equals the adjacent, which is 6, over our unknown, which is P. Now, what makes these style of questions we're going to be doing today a little bit more awkward is that the unknown is on the bottom line. All that means is there's just like an extra step in the algebra steps. So I think everyone should be okay filling down to there, because that's very similar to the work from last day. Then from here on, it's just algebra. It's just like we're trying to find what P is. So the first thing I would do would be to multiply by P on both sides. So I get P cos 75 equals 6. And then to get P on its own, all I have to do is divide by cos 75. Now you could, if there's some people don't quite like that, as in some people sometimes don't like it. Cos 75 is just a number, so if you take your calculator and type cos 75 and hit equals, it is just a number, so it is just the same as dividing by a number. So if you really hate that, then you could add in an extra step in between where you're writing out what the value of cos 75 is, but you're going to lose a little bit of the accuracy in your answer if you do that, because you'll end up having to round. Okay, anyway, dividing by cos 75 just leaves me with P on the left hand side, and then on the right hand side that's 6 over cos 75. Oh, made a wee mistake. So, sorry, cos 75. And then I'll just be typing that into my calculator. So 6 divided by cos 75, and that gives me 23.2 if I round to 3 significant figures, and my units are centimetres. So, Owen, you're probably going to ask what steps you can leave out in your working out. You would be absolutely fine to leave out this step here. So if I was solving this, I would write out this, and this, and then this. I would probably leave this step out, but because it's our notes, we like to put in all the steps to show what's going on. But I would probably go straight from here to here. Okay, I would still write my divided by cos 75 on both sides, but I would probably leave that step out of my working, so it is fine to leave that out. Okay, now I'm going to hunt out some questions which first of all are just solving ones like this, and then an exercise where it's a mixture of questions. So questions like this where the unknown is on the bottom line, ones like this where the unknown side is on the top line, and then back to some of those ones where we'll have to find the angle, because you need to make sure that you can pick the right technique every time. Okay, so hopefully we get on all right at that. I can nearly speak. See you next time.